Grab the Bad Gamer here, and today I just want to, hey, Gummy, just want to let you know that I have a project I'm working on for Hearts of Iron 4, and it's a new mod, uh, it's for the, uh, for Hearts of Iron 4. Basically, it's an alternate history mod about if basically like what if World War I ended in a stalemate, but then and then yeah, yeah. So basically, the whole the premise of the mod is that is their World War I ended in a stalemate, yeah, and uh, so in the after the uh, one of the reasons why World War I ended in a stalemate was because all the almost all the major combatants in World War I started having internal chaos. So, as the French army was having mutinies, Germans were having their own issues. The British were uh, having colonial separatists to deal with, and so on. And eventually, uh, yeah, and fascism was Italy became radical ideology started to rise. So, like, Italy became fascist during the war and invaded Austria-Hungary, and, and they ended up putting Austria, Croatia, and Albania in the sphere of influence. In France, the Bonapartists rose again. In, in Germany, Germany is led by a military dictatorship, and the British have the only possessions they have outside of the island of Great Britain are just a few small islands and Iceland. And for some reason, Denmark only controls its home island. The United States have, have, have forced ended all colonization of the Americas, but instead of liberating those territories, they basically just annexed most of them, and the rest were given to all other countries. Like British Honduras it became a part of Mexico. The main thing the United States got out of the war was Canada, where Ontario, the United States already admits some Canadian provinces to the Union as states. And then, of course, in Russia, the Soviet Union rise, but super weak. And Poland even controls parts of the Polish state controls parts of the Russian heartland, and Finland controls Karelia and Karelia. All the Baltic states are independent. And Iran uh, control set uh, all the region south of the Caucasus Mountains and parts of the Central Asian steppes. Of course, there might be changes to the lore of the mod in the future. And some of the things I plan on having are the German Civil War between those that support the Royalists, which basically everyone that supports military dictatorships, and when the Royalists were Kaiserite, well, uh, the National Socialists, which uh, especially in which will be especially prevalent in southern Germany, and and they want Germany to become a great power again because they feel Germany is not. And then they're communists in the West, uh, and of course some German possessions either gain independence or be occupied by other countries and it's like Belgium will have a choice on whether to uh, whether to align with the factions of the German Civil War, declare independence, or join the Netherlands. And same with Luxembourg, but Belgium is a German puppet state, while Luxembourg is a part of Belgium. And thinking about having pro-French rebellions in Alsace-Lorraine as well, and other countries have a choice to whether or not to intervene in the German Civil War. So if France it could invade Germany, and Poland could support the monarchists in exchange f- for for West Prussia and and the Posen region. That's the name of that's the German name of the region. In Polish is Poznan. Basically this area, and then basically the Soviet Union could try to invade Poland, Finland, and Iran to retake their territory, and even Mongolia and Japan, Greater Japanese Empire. And then and the United States might have a second civil war. Of course, Mexico could try to invade Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and Panama. And of course, Peru could try to take territory claims from Ecuador and a few other minor conflicts. Then again, the main focus of the mod would probably be Europe because it is the continent that was most affected by the Great War, which is what people in the time will refer to that war. In the war, yeah, the United States was a central power. If I didn't already mention that, and then yeah, and then there's just a few questions you might have, like, why is fascist Italy called the Italian Social Republic, and why does it have that flag? Well, basically, the monarchy was overthrown, and then with Germany, why does it have a slightly lighter color, and maybe even their colonies? Well, Germany is the color. It's just a monarchist Germany, and for France, different colors for uh, imperialists, and the Saudi Arabia, Saudis, for whatever reason, control all of the Arabian Peninsula. Uh, yeah, this mod is nowhere near finished yet, and I'm also planning on having Sudan as a condominium between Italy and France. Yeah. So, anyways, I think this about wraps it up. So, Grab the Bad Gamer is signing out.